Hi, my name is Desiree Dahlberg. I'm doing this report for Professional Communications, Unit 11, in my informal report, which is on menards and the issue with returns. The issue with returns is over the weekend or Fridays or even just random days that get busy, our returns are piling up, and they are sitting in carts for 1 to 2 days before even being brought back to the shelves and being able to be sold. Employees and management are getting very frustrated, and guests, because they can't get their product they need. We need help to plan a cleanup. We need to have our storefront clean and accessible to guests. Guests are walking in and getting a smile from our service desk cashier who are greeting them. Those guests are not seeing that team member smile. They're seeing the clutter of returns that are behind that team member. That is just horrible to have when guests are not only judging our store but our whole company. We do not want guests leaving with that image in their mind where we are a clutter and disorganized store, where we don't have product that they need or that's unavailable. Why returns are hurting our store. Again, guests are entering our store and seeing all this clutter, returns, and not liking this. I don't like coming into work and seeing all these returns, and it's frustrating to have them not be able to be on the shelf and available to when a guest asks for them, because we don't know what's in those carts. Those carts are piled high, and there's multiple carts that are full of product that we wouldn't even be able to tell what is in it or if a specific product was in there unless we went through the whole thing. The return merchandise and carts are setting off in-store inventory counts. They're setting off inventory counts, like I said, because we don't know what's in the cart. So when a guest comes in and asks for a product, and our count says that we have 2 at our store, that 2 of them may be in our return carts. Or another situation where they're again looking for a product and it says we have 2 of them in the store. 1 may be in the return carts. We wouldn't be able to tell. We wouldn't be able to look that up. We wouldn't be able to search for that efficiently. Where the other one is in overstock, where we have that organized, very front-faced. You can read everything and see what is what. So, comparing the numbers, this chart represents 4 items that are commonly brought back to the store. I have done service desk for about 6 months to almost a year now, where it's a very normal thing for me to be getting very long, very big boards of any type, mainly cedar. As you can see, these boards are very expensive and they're very long to have sit in the front of our store and not on the shelf for our guests to come in and say they're building a deck. Not to be available to get to those boards or see that we have them. Our count shows that, but when they get back to the yard, they might not see any because they're up front. They're sitting on a cart where we could have that guest be leaving with that product and be happy. And another thing is our paint, our big cans of gallon paint. That is very commonly used. Guests buy extra, return the extra. Just want to make sure they have enough, which we want them to be happy, make sure they have enough product. But they return these big cans of paint where they're bulky as well, and they sit in cart. We have usually 1 cart full of just paint cans because they're so bulky and awkward to have in carts. Another thing is concrete mix. Yes, it might not be very expensive, but it also is bulky and awkward and dirty, and it just creates a mess the more times you move it. So why not get it when we get it in the store, we get it back on the shelves and just have it in there so guests see it, they know what we have, and we don't have to worry about if we have to dig it out or figure out where our product is. We just get it back on the shelf as soon as we get it back in. Another thing is oak casings or just trim on in the inside of your house. That's a very common thing to be returned. They're very big, lightweight pieces of wood. They're very fragile, so we have to keep them on top of carts. We cannot keep them on the floor. They're too small to be on rail carts. So that's another product that is also pricey and sitting behind the return desk because they're awkward and they just get thrown on top of the carts, which adds to the problems. As you can see, the total price is $778.91, and that is just that 4 products that are just being returned that just in one day. And more returns are coming in, and we cannot really guess on how much we are getting returned because it is pretty much a guessing game every day. Here are the solutions. Our service desk team members can be more educated from the department team members on product location and during down and slow time where they just really work on getting those returns done and really learn product location. The more you do returns, the more you get them down. So we need to get some good solid people on doing returns where they can really learn on the product location. And another solution is having department team members also help doing returns and help out the front end where plumbing comes up and restocks the plumbing merchandise that was returned, or electrical or building materials, because they know this product, they know where it goes, they're around it every day, and they are very fast and efficient at returns. Let's work it as a team. Guests entering the store will see a clean and organized store that is welcoming. Merchandise is available to guests as soon as it comes in. We need to get it out of the carts and back on the shelf as soon as possible. Our inventory counts will be more accurate. The guests will be able to see what's on the shelf, what we have, what we're available. Not only will guests gain from improving on our return process, but so will our team. We'll be able to function better. We'll also be able to increase profit. Getting those returns back on the shelf, that's more product we can sell. So let's really work as a team and finish this and get our returns done and make our store look great. Thank you.